Come on, Earl. Bring it on. Show yourself behind me. Where are you, Earl? Are you Earl? That's bright. Like, I wish I could walk around like this in commentary, but I can't see nothing because it's pitch freaking dark, and you can't see your hand in front of your face. So this is what's gonna have to happen. I can't see anything right now in front of me. There's a truck in front of me, but I can't see it. There's the truck. There's the reflectors on the truck. I'm literally 2 feet away from it. Alright. Here. I'm gonna turn this thing on. Welcome back to another almost haunted outdoor. Let me set you up here. Let's get down to this. Alright, so this morning we started out going to the pumpkin patch. We got some pumpkins. Let's check that out. A little montage of music and pumpkin catching. Here we go. I gotta take pictures. I got the camera out to film.
Let me take a picture. Give me your phone.
It's in my back pocket. Ooh, girl, watch yourself. We made it to the pumpkin patch and we are scouting for a few pumpkins. If you see any pumpkins, let me know. Look, here's the inside of a pumpkin. Here's the inside of one. Yummy. What is that?
Baby pumpkin.
Are you sure it's a baby pumpkin?
Yeah, like this little.
Let me see it. Hold on. There it is. Cool. Looks like a little baby watermelon.
Not a watermelon.
So when you find a pumpkin you don't want anybody else to take, you pick it up and you carry it with you. And then if you don't want it, you just put it back down.
What about that one?
Pretty soon we'll have all these picked up and I'll be balancing them on my head. And
Look at this one.
Sadie just dropped. She just throws hers down.
Here, try that one. What's that one? Turn it around.
You don't need. You don't. I think she's judging them by weight, whether she wants it or not.
Ew.
Sadie. She picks it up. If it's too heavy, she puts it down. Someone's been picking up my pumpkins. Gosh, if I could only find a pumpkin around here.
We're gonna get it back on the hay wagon. Like that one? What's that one?
It's a pumpkin. I got one.
Okay.
Gosh.
You like Daddy's pumpkin that we got?
Look, Sadie.
Look, there's your pumpkin. Do you want to try to carry it?
No, it's too heavy.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to the hay wagon.
So little did I know that we come to the pumpkin patch to take pictures.
Ow, of course.
Borderline annoying. Taking pictures.
Hey, Daddy.
Now we gotta get back on the hay wagon, but when we're moving this slow,
What better thing do you have to do today?
yard work.
Exactly, so helpful.
Oh, okay. So that was us at the pumpkin patch earlier today. We had a lot of fun. We got one pumpkin. Pumpkins are kind of expensive sometimes, so we only picked one out. We'll get a few more of those down the road where they're less expensive, because really all they are putting... Somebody's doing something upstairs where they're dropping stuff and it sounds... Anyway, pumpkins are expensive, and I really don't want to put out, you know, $10 pumpkins on the porch for no reason at all for them to rot and me throw them in the trash. So we got one $5 pumpkin, and we'll get a couple little $1, $2 ones up the road. We had a heck of a time. For some reason, it turned into a picture-taking event as opposed to a pumpkin hunt. Not sure what that is. Tonight's going to be, hopefully, well, it's going to be fun for me. Not so sure about you as the viewer, but tonight is going to be a pretty good time. This is the month of October, and I absolutely love Halloween. That being said, we're going ghost hunting tonight, which is super awesome. We're going downtown Williamsport to the Town Hall building. First, we're going to meet at Tony's Pizzeria, which is a pretty good restaurant. Check them out, Tony's Pizzeria, Williamsport, Maryland. Plug for them. Good. We're going to meet there. We're going to do a ghost tour around the town with the mayor of Williamsport. And then we're going to go in Town Hall because apparently there's sightings. There's been footsteps, EVPs, and we have all kinds of more high-tech equipment than what I have. My camera does not have night vision, but hopefully they have something, or I can even film the electromagnetic pulse thing or something. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully I can film something to let you guys see as opposed to complete darkness, because this is not a lot of fun to look at if you're the viewer. This is a lot better. This pretty face, yeah, this is why you tune in every single few days to see this pretty mug here. Let's just get down to brass tacks here. This is why you watch the Almost Outdoors. Almost Outdoors, this is the face. I don't have night vision, so I'm going to make this hopefully as good as possible. Enjoy. I'll see you down there. This begins our ghost tour down here in Westport. Very little lighting, so I'll see what I can put on the channel. That's a dog. Try to get up close so I can hear.
Back in the day, and we're talking in the 1800s and early 1900s, this was Williamsport's original nursing home. This was known as Leaf Funeral Home. The doors at the back of the alley are still there where they would take the coffins in and out. We bring this up because back in 1926, a body of a young boy was found floating in the canal. Now, his body was taken out of the canal, immediately brought here, as the town had put out newspapers and everything else, trying to find somebody to claim the body of the child, to see, what had happened, why he was there, and to actually get blessings to put him into the ground. So as his last resting. So they actually prepared the body here. While the body stayed here, the cleaning ladies that came in every evening and cleaned the funeral home had noticed that the body was in a different location every time they came into the funeral home. After about 8 days of this, they had said they had enough of watching this body reappear everywhere else. The undertaker at the time, not the funeral director, he was considered an undertaker back then. At that time, he figured it was nonsense. Went ahead and let the ladies stay at home. He came in, and yes, he had found the body on the 9th day at the top of the steps standing. So, over the years, that story has always stuck around here, and different people have lived in different apartments here. And we have had some reports, the second floor there, somebody had once told us that they'd seen the body of a boy standing in the one hallway. Now, the only reason we know that they probably did see this child is because we never give a description of what the child looks like. We keep that part to ourselves so that when they come to us and say, hey, we got a kid, this is what he was wearing, this is what he looked like, and we can pretty much distinguish that that is the same boy that they've seen 100 years ago. During the Civil War, you have to imagine this place being full of about 30,000 Confederate troops from one end of town to the other, and it's only a 6-block town. So when you think 30,000 soldiers being in this 6-block area, it really is kind of like we're in this crowd here nonstop. Now what they did when they came here on the wagon trains was they robbed every farm on the way, taking all the cattle, taking all the livestock, the bodies of livestock in the streets. It is written that they were just bad. You couldn't even get a wagon down the middle of the street from the cattle bodies, from the slaughter, to feed the troops. And every building that had 3 floors actually had a sniper on every building protecting the Confederate troops while they were here, because the town was basically under siege at that time. And we like to bring that up at this point because Grant was just right outside with the Union forces, right outside the town limits. And with Grant being there, he'd received a letter from President Lincoln that said to move in and get the Confederates, who were stuck here because the river was flooded and they weren't able to cross. Grant had wrote back that the troops were too tired and in need of rest. And Lee was able to cross the river. Other than that, the Civil War would have ended right here after Gettysburg. And then this walk would have cost you $35 instead of $5. So we'll head down to this corner. We were saying earlier about the Confederate Army and the Civil War almost ending here. We'd also like to mention that George Washington visited here. Otha Holland is the founder, Otha Holland Williams is the founder of Williamsport. He was good friends with George Washington. And what a lot of people don't know, there's a famous painting of George Washington where he was resigning from the Continental Army, his control of it, and the 5th person behind him standing is Otha Holland Williams. His friend went with him to watch him do that day. Now George was here because he was going to make Williamsport the capital. It was picked to be one of the spots. The reason it didn't work out, it ended up being too windy to get to it, harder to defend against, and the river was just too shallow to make it work. You know, so we like to mention that, and we like to say it here because this area here is very famous for our Veiled Lady. Williamsport's own little legendary ghost is known as the Veiled Lady. Now what a lot of people say is she walks up and down Vermont Street and down here on Commerce Street. There's still people to this day that say they've seen her, they've met her. What we do know about the Veiled Lady is a woman in the beginning was supposedly dressing up, wearing all black with a black veil to catch her husband cheating on her. So she would walk around at night to catch him. Well, what we did find out in the 30s, a couple people got together and decided to chase her.
We're going in. We're going in. We're going in.
So anybody that doesn't
What's that?
want to go in and want to call it a night now,
Void or
more
possessed?
than welcome.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Anybody that wants
Hey.
to continue on, please, top of these steps.
In
to the
times of
left,
intimate
straight
peril,
back
who's
to
on your side? Lord Jesus Christ. Mhm. We are now paranormal investigators. That's my crew. This tiny one back here.
Go in the cell.
We've caught a wee one. She's right there.
I was making fun of the little guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Make it last at least 10 minutes. I know you did.
We're going in.
You know I'm going to laugh at you. All right, our lock.
We are ghost hunters. We're in the room with all of our camera equipment. We're getting ready to get set up. Our guide, the mayor.
This room, we just tell everybody on the lockdown, it's a good place just to sit in here. You know, this is the K2 meter. Okay, this is an easy push on right in the front. When it starts to beep, the second notch, the first one's you. The second one is whatever else is in the room. The farther over it goes, the closer or nearer it is. Okay. And flash red when something's upon you. And also what we do is sweeps. So
I like electromagnetic.
It's electricity. It's electromagnetic field. Okay, so it picks all that up. So you have to be careful where you're at with it.
Will our cell phones mess with anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so go have them. There's 3 of them. What we do is we split you up into groups. And usually what happens, if there is a spirit in the room, he'll walk in front of those dots and it'll do that. You'll actually
Do that
see
again.
the dots move
Oh yeah.
as it passes in front of them. Okay. Or You could have your drunk neighbor across the street and just keep talking in windows and you're bored. This, I don't know if any of you brought a recording device.
We have one, but didn't bring it.
Okay, well, you can use this one. And what we'll do with this and this is you can EVP blast. So
On the bottom. What about those red lights? Can we make that red light come back on? Thank you. Do red again. Now just the orange. Do just the orange light. Number of living
That's
children
Mark
less.
there. That's Mark. It's not an apparition.
Living children.
Just kids.
Oh, this door is locked.
Oh, this is Earl. Did you kill yourself?
That's still Mark over there in the corner. Put that thing on there. Oh, it's right there.
Is it just vibrating across the floor?
I don't know. Apparently this is where one of the guys died down here in the shop, and we have a, what is this thing on top of the, how do you get this thing to go off? I think if you touch it, no? So apparently it's electromagnetic. Apparently if that goes off, this is really weird right now. Can't see anything but my face right now. This is the light I'm using, night vision light. That's Mark's jersey. Did you commit suicide down here? Stand still. That's bright. Like, I wish I could walk around like this in commentary, but I can't see nothing because it's pitch freaking dark, and you can't see your hand in front of your face. So this is what's gonna have to happen. I can't see anything right now in front of me. There's a truck in front of me, but I can't see it. There's the truck. There's the reflectors on the truck. I'm literally 2 feet away from it. That's Jim. We're in some random room. That's a Christmas tree. Oh gosh, that's a chair.
Oh, this is where you go upstairs.
What?
What?
Right here. This is where you go upstairs.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Hold on. Right there.
What are you talking
Right
about?
there. That's where you go up in there.
Oh,
That's where you go up to the cupola.
let's
And the fire siren. No, I've been up in there.
do that.
Oh,
Oh, I farted.
yeah.
Sorry.
They said that's here. We can go in.
Yeah, we can't go up there, can we?
We can.
Really? Back home already. Just got back from our investigation of the town hall building and doing our little Halloween thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope some of the video quality was up to par. Didn't have the night vision camera, but hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, on the side door. See you.